I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. Call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing, Jones. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On first down, right back to ETN. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Lawrence will throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Hendrickson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to it, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. On 2nd down, Swift pushes him over. And bulldozing his way through. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this off to Swift. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off-play action. Jones. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. Now ETN. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. For Marshall, that's complete.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Iguodala. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Jones. Open man is Higgins. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this 2nd half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Etienne. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 8. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jones. Able to find Higgins. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop it short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to throw. Jones. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Being chased out left. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll run. It's Etienne. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 9. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DeAndre Swift with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's into the clear. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And down to the 28-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Etienne. Down to the 25. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Chase. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Now Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Jones. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Jones. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Here's Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.